To my dearest friend, I am happy to tell you that my leg is almost healed and getting stronger. I am up and about, wandering and exploring areas near the merchant camp. Today I found a place that interested me and that may very well be of interest to you. I warn you though, it is not for the faint of hearted. While walking the outer walls of Moscrest, I came across a traveler who told me of a place just west near the town of Ravenland, a place the locals call the Tomb of Whispers. I asked why, and what might have happened for it to have earned such a name, but all I was told of was rumors and whispers of strange ongoings at the tomb. I decided to travel to Ravenlake to find out more about this Tomb of Whispers, but Sylvanas, a dark elf at the merchant camp I've been staying at, insisted to travel with me as a guard against any threats of bandits or monsters, as I am not a fighter. Upon arriving at Ravenlight, we found an inn humorously called Stumble Inn. Talking to the locals, they confirmed what the traveler has told me about the tomb. Some say it's cursed, but I was not told the full story, and I believe that no one truly knows what that story is. Rumors of demons and devils spread fast. While some are true, others can often be the result of simple superstition. Part of me was starting to get hopeful about finding a wraith or some sort of demon that wanders tainted ground, something I've yet to document. But when I finally arrived at the so-called Tomb of Whispers, I found an abandoned and long-forgotten tomb in a beautiful forest. However, something was not quite right. I explored the surrounding areas of the tomb. I found these monolithic rocks near the tomb, and I am not sure if they had any significance to the tomb or if they were there before the tomb. I climbed them in search of any runes or writings, but there were no markings on them whatsoever, so I set to task of capturing them in a painting. As I was painting, I was approached by an old woman foraging for herbs. She told me that those stones have been there since the beginning of time and that no one knows how they got there or when they were built. Well, my friend, you may call me mad, but I heard whispers there. I heard some strange sounds coming from within the tomb. Even when I sat on the hill above it, I could hear them. I'm not sure if the stories I heard about this place were playing tricks on me, but there's something very uneasy about that place. I understand why its name is enough to keep the locals at bay, although I am sure that eventually some bandits will be brave and desperate enough to make it their own, for it is a place that is well defendable. I try to follow these voices. I am not a brave man, but I am a very curious one. This was a mystery I badly wanted to solve. The entryway to the tomb is very ornate though. It is in various stages of decay. It has been gated off and clearly untouched for years. Sylvanas and I clambered over the top and landed in a dark hallway of stone. The smell of something rotten was faint, but I knew something had died there. The tomb was filled with rooms, many of them for burial and some for some other purposes. In the main room, there is some strange things within the wall. Up high, entombed in small alcoves, are four skeletons. Sylvanas made the suggestion that they were guardians of some sort, though I'm not so sure. They are creepy the way they seem to be looking at us. In the main alcove is some sort of sarcophagus, but it has some sort of ancient seal that keeps the lid forever locked. I think I could hear something scratching from inside, or maybe my mind was playing tricks on me. There are several altars scattered around the tomb, most likely used by the family for offering or for burial purposes as the tomb expanded. But the deeper I walked the halls, the stranger it became. As we explored the tomb, we came across a room full of corpses. People who obviously had been here to explore but never have left. An unknown end, the unknown explorers. The moment I saw them, I left. The smell still lurks in my mind, for my feet carried me so quickly from that place I can barely remember the steps. Once I was safe and sound back at camp with Sylvanos guzzling down whatever I could drink, I pondered what happened to the tomb and the family that was buried there. Putting everything that I knew together, I figured the screams people think of are the ones that come from those adventurers trapped inside the tomb, or whatever was inside that sarcophagus. And the ones I heard, I believe, is just the wind playing tricks, perhaps something more ominous. Maybe the place was a dumping ground of some serial killer. Though I think it's more likely that the Tomb of Whispers was some place to keep some disease under control, a place to dump the bodies of the infected. That would explain the corpses. I don't think I will ever know, though I fear that many people do, but they simply refuse to speak of it. Thank you for reading this letter, and hopefully soon I will write to you with brighter stories. Safe travels, my friend.